I'm looking for my trailer. I'm waiting for my truck to be finished here, getting service. It's pretty slippery. It's ice. Whoa. So, figured since I got a minute, I'll walk the lot looking for my trailer. Whew, this is ice. It's going to be interesting, but I'm sure the roads are a lot better than the lot here. 97513. I don't see it yet. Well, hey, it's been a minute. I've been wanting to update y'all for a week, but I've been under the weather. I think I'm about over it. I'm still tired. I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely better. I kind of hung on the steering wheel most of the week. I had chills. It must have been the flu. It's rough. Let me tell you, these drivers out here, when they're sick, it is rough. Just, you know, you gotta run. ATS is treating me well. That's where I'm at. I actually had plenty of time, and orientation was fair. I'm getting to be pretty good at evaluating orientations here. Was not my goal, but Metropolitan, if anybody's looking to go to Metropolitan that's been listening, you may want to hold off. Their freight's still really slow, and they just don't communicate with the drivers. One of the drivers that I kept in touch with, he's one of them regional guys that goes home on the weekend, and he was stuck 600 miles away, and they basically, their guy didn't get back to him in time. Then he went home for the weekend. His dispatcher did, but he left that poor boy sitting at a truck stop for the whole weekend when he was supposed to be home. And this guy, he's a really nice, he's a nice driver, nice, good guy. I said, man, you don't deserve to be treated like that. He goes, well, if the guy would have just told me what was going on, it's all about communication. I go, I know, and they're not communicating. So I'm glad I got out when I did. Another guy that was in orientation with, he left last week, so they dropped the minimum pay from $1,100 a week down to $1,000 a week. I said, well, that would have done it for me. They just don't have the miles. This ATS, I think they got the miles. I had a rough time getting going because I was trying to get used to my new dispatcher, and it was such a cluster. Oh my God. If you haven't subscribed by now, you're going to want to subscribe for this rodeo. So, I was done Wednesday, and like I thought, you know, because I'm on Adderall, it's a controlled substance, and it's got to go through a little extra special P-test urinalysis. Because I told them what I was on, but they just blood test shows controlled substance. So I guess that could be a number of things. So they had to wait till the results come back. So that kept me till Friday morning, which I anticipated that. So I got to stay in the hotel, and they actually paid me layover, which was good. But they said the truck would be ready. They gave me a Volvo. I said Freightliner or Volvo is fine, and they gave me a Volvo, which is fine. I haven't been in a Volvo in a while, and you'll be able to get a kick out of this. So 5:30 in the morning, I get up, bring all my stuff to the terminal in Gary, Indiana, and then I wait. They said I should be ready by lunch. Then it'll be after lunch, and next thing you know, I finally get my truck at 7 p.m. I haven't eaten anything but a Pop-Tart. And you don't really rest. I tried to rest, but then I had a short run, about 300 miles. I had to go down into Indianapolis area And took me a little over an hour to get out of the lot. The lot was Gary, Indiana. It was frozen. The lot was frozen. I mean, I was slip sliding. I don't know if I got video. I'm probably not going to do any fancy video today. I just wanted to update you guys. Anyway, so I got there, and I had to get all familiar with. I haven't been in a Volvo in a while, so I had to. And I've never been in a 2016 Volvo. So I'm sitting there looking around. I couldn't figure out how to put it into gear. It's underneath the. It's 3 buttons: reverse, neutral, and drive, and underneath the radio. So that took me a while. And excuse me. So then I checked my trailer out and everything, and then I got this awful hissing noise going on. I'm looking around. Maybe I got an airline underneath the tandem. It's cold as the Jesus. And I go get the guy from the shop, and he comes out there, and he said, "Oh, your lines were crossed." I said, "Well," shouldn't they be red and blue? He says, "Yeah." He says, "If you look real hard, you can see a little bit of red on it." And I said, "All right, well, okay." But the reason they switched them is because they were so beat up that they wouldn't hang in the normal red-blue side when they hung them up. And so when I went to put them on, I put them on reverse, and it doesn't connect very well, which is a safe gap. So we got that figured out. And then I started to go out the yard, and so I had to go straight, and there's barricades, and then I had to go left. So I drive up, and I'm getting ready to turn left, and my wheels lock up. I mean, I'm not going very fast, but my wheels lock up, and I said to myself, well, apparently I'm not going to turn right now. I guess my truck doesn't want to turn. So I slid about, 15 feet further forward, which actually helped me because I needed a wider turn to avoid hitting a chunk of concrete that they had to separate the aisle. So I got out of there, and my buddy from high school, shout out to you, Dave. I was telling him I was coming within a couple miles of where he lives. And I said, I don't know what the schedule's going to be, but what's the weather like there? Because it's crappy up here, and this will be my first rodeo getting used to this vehicle. And he took a video. He actually went to where I was going to drop the load, and it was, guess I can't remember where it was. It was like a Target or something. So I got there, and he showed me the video of it, and I was like, oh, perfect. The roads are great. The roads are clear. I could see. So that's a great trip planning video. So I had a lot of confidence I could go now. I got there about midnight. So I'm trying to pull into this place to figure out how I'm going to set up. And I know there's a Swift guy there before me. He had an appointment at 11:30, and that's right about when I was going to get in. So I was going to have to wait for him. I was supposed to be there at 9 p.m. Or no, 7 p.m. But I didn't even leave Gary, Indiana until 7 p.m. Actually, I didn't get out of there until about 8:15. And so I'm driving, and I'm still trying to get a little bit accustomed to some of the knobs and stuff. And the dashboard, I swear, it said backlight, but it didn't. It said black light or something. And my whole dash went when I pushed a button. I was playing around with the buttons, and I had to pull over because I'm like, oh my God, my whole dash went. What did I do? So I'm like, I can't. Okay, I better just drive. The darn thing I was doing it automatic. So I got that figured out. And then my leg must have hit the button. I heard some hissing, and I'm looking around like I got a leak, an air leak or something in here. And next thing you know, I'm I'm going down the road like this, holding the steering wheel because my seat had dropped about 8 inches. My leg had pressed up against the air. And I was about down that low. And so here I am. I mean, that doesn't look so bad. It looks there, look more like that. But that's just too low. I mean, that's eye level. I don't know how people sit like this. So I was sitting real low like this, and I had to do it. I couldn't mess with it because it was real busy on the interstate for a minute, and I'm sitting real low like this, and I got 4 trucks passing me, and I'm just waving to them. I look like a 6-year-old. I look like a 6-year-old got in somebody's truck. So finally got that figured out. It was just, what a debacle. So I get there, and Dave shows up when I'm trying to figure out how to park. So we chat for a little bit. He sat in the truck with me for just a minute, and that was a nice surprise. And then I just had to go across the street to an AMC theater, and I just shut down there. And I was actually able to do an 8-2 split so that I could get an early start the next morning to make my appointment, because I got here so late. So it all worked out. And then I just picked up and started feeling really bad. Like I had the chills, and I was shivering, and I was just tired, and I didn't have any, I didn't think it was a cold. I didn't know what, I thought the virus or something, I don't know. But whatever I had took me until about today to start feeling better. I mean, I was miserable. And, you know, us guys are miserable when we're sick anyway, but I don't know. I've had to do this before. I had the flu or something before, but it's all out of my system now, and I'm gonna get some rest. I'm at a Love's. I get to stop at Love's again. I was excited about that because then I can see, you know, I get to go back and get my points and stuff like that. I just Love's is I've always had good patronage there. They're good people, and always had good customer service there. So that's where I'm at now at a Love's. I'm sitting here near Roanoke at this new Love's. So I'll shoot right out there tomorrow morning. Get me some fuel, and now I got about 3.5 hours to get to my destination. So far so good. Yeah, I loaded up my truck with everything when I was home. My wife was out of town. She went down to Orlando for a competition, so I got to see my daughter. We went and saw a terrible movie. It was Doolittle. Do Nothing. It was terrible. But it was fun to be with her, and we just had to sit there. So I rested the whole weekend and didn't do much of anything. So I told my wife, I said, it's probably just as soon you go down there and have a good time, because I needed to get some rest. And it was nice to sleep in the bed. So anyway, I'm back. When I'm feeling better, I'll get you guys all up to speed. But so far, my miles are good. It's 50 cents a mile, or 23% of the load, whichever is greater. And I get a fuel wherever I want. I trip plan. They don't babysit you or nothing. They don't even tell you how to work your truck. I mean, I got a hood mirror. I got 2 hood mirrors, and I have no idea why. And I'm not sure who to call and ask. I got 2 hood mirrors. I got one over there, and I got 2 over there. I guess that's, I don't know. I mean, I could see when my lights are on. I guess I could see if a deer runs in between the hood mirror and the front of the hood, maybe. I don't know what it's about. But this thing's got a little bit of pickup. It's got 400,000 miles on it, so I'll be due for an upgrade probably within the next year. It runs fine. It runs fine. The Cruise control doesn't run, but every once in a while, I think it's got a short in it. But everything else is going good. So I just wanted to get back to you guys, give you a heads up. I didn't die, but it felt like I was dying a few times, but I'll be all right. And I'll be running mostly the Midwest, Texas, up to Minnesota. Their headquarters is in St. Cloud. My terminal is out of Gary, Indiana, and I don't want to go up there until it warms up, if I can avoid it. And they have a terminal down around Houston, and that's it. You just pretty much stop at all the truck stops. There's no terminals. I did just find out, for whatever reason, I have to pay for my own scale, but then I just submit it with the paperwork. I get reimbursed. I don't know why they don't let you use the EFS card, but not a big deal. So no surprises. No surprises. So far so good. My dispatcher, she's a cool lady. She's on it. She's get. I was trip planned like 6 loads out, but she kind of messed up, and I wasn't gonna. There was no way I could possibly get to my destination. In fact, when they said just go ahead and go home, and since you're only a couple hundred miles away, I was an hour away from making it to the house on the south side of Atlanta. I had to shut down at the Flying J, which I wasn't feeling well anyway, so I was like, oh, heck with it. I'll just get up early in the morning and drive, and so that way I don't have to deal with traffic in Atlanta. So, because I didn't have enough hours on my clock to make it to shut down. I had just enough time, but when you deal with Atlanta traffic, you need at least an extra hour buffer, because you just don't know what you're going to get with traffic. So I'll keep you posted. All right, I got a lot of people that were checking in on me, and I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I've been haven't been updating y'all, but I'll work hard to get you updated next time. It shouldn't be long after this. I'll be anxious to share with you how it's going. Okay, so you guys take care.